When the economy fell, the company where I was working was greatly affected, and that's why they had to let go of some people, and that included me. I told my wife about the bad news, and she said not to worry because she was sure that I could find a new job in no time. For the meantime, she would shoulder our expenses. We have 5 kids, 3 boys, 2 girls. 3 of them are in college, 2 of them are about to graduate from senior high. I was worried because we really needed the money at that time more than ever. So I did everything I could to find a new job as soon as possible, but 2 months passed and I was still a jobless husband and father. They say that misfortunes come to your life and then they come in multiples. And it's true, one night my wife told me that she'd also been laid off at work. It was like our world fell apart. How could we support our children if we didn't have jobs? The next day, our friend came to us. He invited us to join this business venture that he'd recently just joined himself. He said that all we needed to do was invest $1,000 and that it would double in just 2 months. At first we didn't believe it. It was all too good to be true. But this friend was a long-time friend and we trusted him, and he showed us proof that it wasn't a scam. So we gave in and we invested all our remaining savings. And it was true. We received another $1,000 in just 2 months, and so we invested that again. But this time it didn't work. 6 months passed and we hadn't heard anything from our friend. It was a scam. We were buried in debt and we had to make our kids stop going to school because we just couldn't afford it anymore. We asked for help from our relatives and we moved back to my wife's parents' house, where I just received lots of criticisms from my in-laws. But there was one in-law who was on my side, and it was my wife's brother. He told me that there were a lot of misfortunes happening in our lives and that he thought he knew a way to stop it. I asked him how, and he said he knew of this concept called Feng Shui. I told him I had no idea about it, so he explained it to me. He told me that while he was online shopping for some gaming controls, he encountered this online store that sells authentic Feng Shui ornaments. Because of this, he got curious about Feng Shui. Then he learnt that Feng Shui is an ancient practice used by Chinese people to harmonise energy around their environment, thus attracting wealth and abundance and bringing in good luck and positive energy while driving away the negative ones. He told me that maybe I needed some Feng Shui in my life, and so we decided to check the online store. In the online store we found the Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet. Now, each bracelet is carefully handmade and has had to go through rituals that bless the bracelet with good energy. By combining the lucky Asian beast Pixie U with the natural stone Black Obsidian, it enhances the flow of positive energy greatly, especially in the area of wealth. The Pixie U element helps to attract, while the Black Obsidian is responsible for the keeping and safeguarding. There are also instructions indicated in the online store about how to use the bracelet. First, you need to wear the bracelet on your dominant hand. That's the hand that you use to write with. You also need to make sure that the head of the Pixie U is outward so as to draw energy from all directions. Before and while wearing it, you need to remember to touch it frequently because this lets it know that you are the master and that it should assist you. Don't allow others to touch it. If someone else does touch it, cleanse it with water immediately, and don't wear it whilst bathing as it's incompatible with dirty things. And finally, you need to wear it all the time so it can do its magic. I was convinced that maybe Feng Shui could help me stop all these bad things that were happening in my family's life. And so I ordered one Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet for myself and one for my wife. In just a week, we got 2 bracelets, and it was perfect timing because it was the birthday of my wife, so I gave the bracelet as her birthday present. It was just a matter of time when our lives started to turn around. Since both me and my wife have a penchant for cooking, we put up this small restaurant near my wife's house, and it offered Asian cuisine fusion. We love to experiment with our recipes, and that's while our recipes were new to the public's eye. In our first month, people began to flock to our restaurant. Word of mouth quickly spread like wildfire, and the next thing we knew, we were featured in a lot of lifestyle sites on social media. In just a year, we grew our business exponentially, and since then, we've put up 2 new branches within the metro. Because of this business, we got back up. We bought a new house and enrolled our children back into school. We thanked our in-laws for supporting us when we had nothing. And now we were more thankful for the things that we have. Besides my family, I discovered that the Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet became the saving grace of many people. A man shared how it gave him the courage to tell his family that he was gay. And to his surprise, he was accepted with no qualms. There was also a woman who finally got her dream house. Another one shared how it helped her business become successful. I just wish I'd known about the concept of Feng Shui earlier. I'm just so thankful that everything turned out well. With the Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet, I finally found a way to correct the imbalances in my life and attract the right opportunities. The Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet worked for me, and it can work for you too. You've got nothing to lose except all your bad energy, bad luck and misfortunes. Click on the Shop Now button to get yours and experience a wealthier life today.